Situated in the market town of Pontefract in West Yorkshire, 30 East Drive is an unassuming end terrace in a quiet tree-lined road. However, enter inside and you can immediately feel the weight of nearly 50 years of poltergeist activity and dark hauntings that have taken place here. From knives to dominoes, the spirits of 30 East Drive are not too fussy what they throw at you, should they feel like it. Joe Pritchard, his wife Jean, their 12-year-old daughter Diane and 15-year-old son Phil were the second family to live here, after the first owner gladly moved out in an exchange. It wouldn't be long before the Pritchards discovered why. With personal belongings and artefacts still residing in this house long after the Pritchards left, you can still feel the atmosphere they have left behind. Tonight, Haunted Scouse will use more cameras than ever before as we attempt to discover the truth behind the hauntings of 30 East Drive. The dark spirit behind these occurrences is said to be the ghost of a 16th century monk known as Father Michael, now known as the Black Monk of Pontefract. The Pritchards, however, nicknamed him Fred. The hallway and stairs are known to be at the very centre of the activity here at 30 East Drive. On one occasion, Diane was standing at the foot of the stairs when she felt an icy chill. An unseen force then pulled Diane up the stairs by her hair, kicking and screaming, dragged her into her bedroom where the door slammed shut. It is believed, after murdering a young girl, Father Michael was hung in the gallows that stood right across the road from 30 East Drive. Is this the reason for the hauntings? Is Fred looking for his next victim? Does the little girl still visit 30 East Drive? Haunted Scouse has one night to find out. Right, so we need some kit there then.
You can't maybe have to try to cover every bloody possible and to take words from you can canny. Every you can canny.
Where are we putting this RAM pod then? Over by the objects on there, do you think?
You could do. Yeah.
We wanted to ensure that we could back up any potential evidence with multiple angles. So tonight we'll be using more cameras than ever before and cover as much of 30 East Drive as we possibly can. Whilst we were setting up other cameras, the living room suddenly came alive with energy.
The one in the front room. Hello? Oh my god, hello, hi. Oh my god, hello, hi. Thank you. Can you try and do that again for us, please? Thank you. My name's Adam. We don't mean any harm or any disrespect. Can you try and maybe make one of the bits of equipment light up again for me? Thank you. That was me. Well, that wasn't me in here. Walked in. I mean, I was trying to see if that REM pod there was during the stairs, how good it was in shot. And I was like, nah, that's that REM pod there. So I walked in, that K2, which is flat, and I knew it was flat because I watched it for about 2 minutes before I set it up, went all the way up to red 3 times, stopped, did it again twice, and then obviously asked for any equipment, or can you set one of the piece of equipment off, and then the REM pod went off again. But I love that that's flatline now, because that's on a cushion, there's nothing there, yeah. And that spiked all the way up to red at least 3 times.
When I was coming back down, there was a cat ball on the bed opposite the lock off that was going off as well.
Yeah.
And that was the first one I put out.
Beats on that, eh?
It's tuning, right?
Good evening everyone, and welcome to this year's Haunted Scouse Halloween special. And this year we have pushed the boat out for you guys, especially at home, because we're coming to you from none other than 30 East Drive here in Pontefract.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys have been asking for this. In fact, I would say you guys have been screaming for this one for the last 2 years. So now it's time for Haunted Scouse to give it the full treatment and see what we can find here at 30 East Drive.
there and it's pushed it.
Oh, cat ball. Hi.
I mean, what I was about to say was, yeah, wow, first East Drive. We were just going to move straight into the living room and make a start, and obviously we've got cat balls already lighting up in there, sort of maybe indicating for us to go in there.
Okay.
And again, it is on the lock off there as well.
But just to show that we are in the same moment and we're not just, again, it's good for Adam to show that, guys. Thank you. And the K2 is flickering. I can see the REM pod kind of, it's picking up on something as well. But yeah, it's a good shot. Okay. Hi.
Two minutes. The camera's been on 2 minutes on this camera. I was about to say we've been here a while anyway, but we're just starting to record now. But now it's gone full lights out. The atmosphere has definitely changed, hasn't it?
100%. I mean, and again, literally, we've literally just started. You know, just finished the intro. Adam's turned the camera around.
Yeah.
And I'll leave the little bit in. We're discussing the camera angle, and it's, you know, and we've got activity in here straight away where we've just walked out of.
We need to get in there and make a start, don't we?
I know. It's okay, we're going to come in. Is that okay? K2. Wow,
Oh.
cat ball as well.
Clearly it is okay.
Thank you.
After you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. So I'm going to sit here. I hope that's okay.
I think you should sit there.
Right next to the cat
Yeah,
ball.
because then I can sit there and there's two shots of
Right. Okay.
you. Just because if I sit there, the IR light's going to hit on that, isn't it?
Can I just point out, guys, by the way, before I sit down here, thank you. The K2 meter is fluctuating, and that's before I sit down. So, why did you have to pick the camera up to start?
Because that's how we usually start. And I love that
Okay.
we've had very little cat ball activity,
Oh dear.
and now we've finally started filming. Yeah.
Hi.
Was that you tapping then?
No. Oh.
Can you hear it?
Hi.
Was that you tapping then?
No. Oh.
Can you hear it?
That's not stopping. That's going off. Thank you.
Great start.
Can you come and sit down next to me, please? Maybe you can step away from here and move across and sit down here next to me. Please. We hope we're not disturbing you.
I mean, you're sat in probably one of the most famous living rooms in the country.
Yeah.
or well-known living rooms in the country anyway, for supposed paranormal activity.
Or for poltergeist activity.
Oh, definitely.
Knives have been thrown, and we don't wish you to do that to us. We don't mean you any harm or any disrespect. So please don't try to harm us. Thank you. Can you move something else in the room? K2.
Yeah.
So you are here with me. Maybe you can close the door over if you want us to stay in here. I know one thing. It usually takes a lot longer to build up the first couple of minutes of an episode, guys. But this has literally jumped us straight in, without the need to say let's put an S box on or something like that. Thank you. The K2 is. And that K2, guys, is actually. It's leaned on top of an opened Bible. No particular page, we've just opened it on a random page. Oh, God.
There's a book that's supposedly been known to move around the house as well. So if there is anybody in here with us now, perhaps Fred, if you're here, or anybody who used to live here, or perhaps there's...
Oh, that was a big K2 spike then.
Or perhaps you're attached to the property in some way. Maybe you were murdered near here. Christ. 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 What was behind you?
That sounded like it was over there to me.
Maybe try and make that noise again. If there is anybody in this house who'd like to come forward and come and talk to us, please can you try and do so now? Hopefully, because I wasn't looking, it's got a perfect shot of you on that camera. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, again, timing there, on point.
Oh my God, don't think I've ever been on edge so quickly. Well, in fact, the last time this happened and I was on edge so quickly was Walton Hall. But it was all new to us.
Yeah.
And I was on my own. Okay. So I'm sorry that I jumped. Maybe you are. You've just come in and sat next to me. Thank you. I do apologise. There's objects in your way. It's strange how this is all settled down now.
Mm.
So have you moved out of this room?
Don't think so. Massive spike on the KC there.
Fred, are you here? Or if not Fred, is there anybody else who would like to join us for the night? Make yourselves known. Please come and say hello. My name's Chris and this is my friend Adam.
Hi. You don't mean any harm. Obviously we're just here for a conversation. If you want to come and talk to us, please do.
Did you hear that?
2 clear knocks, yeah.
Yeah, dunk, dunk. Thank you. I'm glad you heard that.
Clear as anything, sort of this direction.
And it did sound like it was on like a glass pane.
Mm.
If that was you, could you do that again, please?
Have to look at. I know it's going to be nothing, but I'm going to have to say it now. But I think because I've been looking at the screen too long, and I wasn't, so I moved away. I was looking underneath during a look off camera, and it looked like something sort of went underneath and past it. Whether or not it's just my eyes sort of readjusting to.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I'm looking at that doorway. There's that light again. Wait a minute. Yeah. Right, okay, so I can debunk that. That's definitely not paranormal.
The quickest I've seen you move for a while.
Sorry guys, right, so that light that I've been seeing out there is not, it's literally, it's a car coming up that way because it's just gone past the front. I've seen the brake lights. But with you saying about adjusting and everything, I did think I saw like a red glow out there before. And I've not got my glasses on, guys, so that nothing reflects off the glasses. And we've got no equipment like this out there.
Can you try and make a noise for us, please, and indicate where you are? Don't mean you any harm. Massive slice on the KT there. Massive slice on the KT there. Massive slice on the KT there. You maybe try and come into the room now and maybe touch an object that's in the room. Maybe tap on something.
There's a high energy around that. It seems to be around that Bible.
So still, calm, isn't it?
It is. So I'm thinking it's good to just sit here for a while. There's plenty of time to go through the whole house and Now we are getting used to the noises.
I just find it interesting that obviously the two knocks that we heard a minute ago, and when we were on the live before, there was a lot of different sort of taps and noises.
Yeah.
And none of them have sort of been replicated, I don't think. And every time you sort of hear it, it's like different sorts. So it's like tapping on different sort of, you know, wood, glass, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So it
It's very subtle.
Yeah, so it kind of debunks whether it's just like a pipe or a door creaking or something, and they're very different sounds.
So you're back in, sat next to me. Yes.
Are there any objects on the fire that you recognise? Or maybe there might be an object on the fireplace that you don't recognise. Maybe you can go and touch that.
Tell you what, I've got a headache.
It's pretty intense. So 20 minutes. A lot's kind of gone on, really, isn't it? And just, again, very, very audible as well. Very audible noises. Like that one there.
Yeah. Why does that look so bright out there?
It's because all the lights have now gone off. It's the LCD screen.
The screens, yeah.
Because I thought that before when Jonah knocked all the lights off and thought, well, what is that? But then I popped my head round and then, I mean, we could probably turn the screen the other way, to be fair. But yeah, whilst I was sat here, I just thought I mean, for me, fantastic. I thought if a shadow just like goes across that door.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But then even, I don't know what that was that sort of went up then, could have been dust. But then he thought, well, the lock-off's out there, isn't it? So, even better.
Again, there's a tap over there. Are you in the doorway? Please come in. Please come and sit down with us. Thank you. This is the heaviest place I have ever been in my life, mate.
Yeah.
You can just feel it.
How do you feel now?
I've got a pounding headache.
Yeah.
That's why I've took my hat off. It's like even just putting the hat on. Not like a pain, just a pressure. Like even my ears feel like they need to pop.
So why don't we swap over?
Yeah.
Maybe you sit there and I'll sit there and see if maybe it affects me, or I don't know,
Yeah,
say
of
if
course.
anything different happens. I'll give you a bit of a break as well.
Oh God, that's bright, isn't it?
I know. It's the other thing as well, trying to get a bit of a break from looking through that screen and realise how dark it is. Okay, so if you do want to maybe come and sit down next to me, please do. I don't mind. Probably until things start lighting up and flashing and making noises, and then I will. But would you like me to move the book off the couch? Maybe turn it to a different page?
Okay. Now, do you know what was interesting there? Because you'll be on the lock off. I'd zoomed in there to the book, the K2 and the REM, to show that you clearly didn't touch the REM pod then. But as soon as you touch that page,
I literally went like that. And I probably wasn't even gonna, I was literally going to just move it that little bit, but you can see there.
yeah, honestly, I'd literally just zoomed in thinking you covered on that one, and that K2's been flickering, so that was brilliant.
Yeah. What if I pick this book up and maybe start to read some of it? Will that be okay? In the dark. I don't know, maybe you can indicate a particular page that I should stop on. This will be the next 3 hours now. Just waiting for something to happen.
Bible class with haunted Scouse.
Yeah. Okay, so this device in my hand that we can use to maybe try and have a conversation.
The spirits are ready.
Thank you. Maybe you'd like to come and talk to us through this device now. Please do. Maybe start by telling us your name. Maybe tell us where we are.
Wow. And that wouldn't be set off by the S-Box.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to move as far away from it.
K2 as well.
I'm not ignoring this, but maybe you'd like to use your voice and talk through this device as well. Thank you. Are you trying to tell me your name?
Edward.
Did you perhaps have an occupation when you were alive? What did you used to do for a job? Okay, just I think what we'll do, because this is still going off and clearly we want to try and be as transparent as we can, we'll move it off the couch now into the doorway just to see if it's still going to go off and still set it off whilst we're doing the S-Box. So bear with me, that's me. Okay, and we'll wait for that to settle. Okay.
There we go.
Right, so I have moved the device over into the doorway. Now, if you do still want to go near it and touch it, please do. Or maybe you can try and use your voice and talk to us through this device. Just again. It's still going.
Yeah.
Okay, but we'll try and keep this going for a few minutes, so we'll ignore that, but clearly it's still going off, isn't it? So thank you. And then try and walk into the room now and tell us your name.
Are you in here with us, Fred?
Why does it look like something's flashing out there? Like something sort of distorting the LCD screen. I don't know. Obviously a lock-off's out there maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just looks like it's pitch black, but the light from the screen is obviously lighting that up a little bit, but it looks like it's going from darker to lighter, darker to lighter.
I mean, unless we've got a cat ball going up on the stairs or something.
Maybe.
It could be.
Okay. Is there anywhere in particular we need to go, maybe to talk to you in the house? Maybe upstairs? Anything else you'd like to maybe tell us or do for us before I turn this off?
Sounded like I said before I finished an Edward, and that would be the second time. It's Edward.
I think maybe doing sort of short, sharp bursts of that, maybe 5 minutes at a time, even just to pulsate through and see what we get. Because I think the one that we did before was quite interesting. But like we always say on these things, until we sort of review it, we won't sort of know what we've got. Again, I just feel like it doesn't matter. You could bring every sort of bit of paranormal kit here, all the gear, all the trimming.
What's that?
I can
Battery already?
I was about to say it was a camera, but
Yeah.
it sounded like a camera, but I can't believe that's gone off already. That was the last one we set up.
It was.
Right, well, right, well, right, well,
Right, okay.
yeah, I see what you mean, all the flashing out there. So.
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, that blue light over in that corner means there's a battery fully charged. It's almost like taking the mickey. Out there in the corner, guys, we've got batteries charging over there. But yeah.
Like, way to finish if it's just draining the energy from the room and it's just took it from the camera, but it's quite strange that. I mean, we know that, can't say 100% it's paranormal, but for us, we'll double check all the cameras now, I think, because that was the last one we set up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do a quick recce and just double check. But yeah, but I mean, like I said again, you could bring all the trimmings here, but it just sort of ignores it and does its own thing, which I find quite interesting actually. But yeah, let's go and change
some batteries,
anyway. Yeah. Right, okay, so we've just double checked all the cameras now, changed one or two of the batteries. Not too sure what happened with that one because it was the last one we set up, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And we've checked all the others, and this one we're on now has got 3 bars still left on it. We've had to change the one in the coal shed, but the 2 at the bottom of the stairs have still got 3 and 4 bars on them, which is how it should be. They should last 6 hours. That's why we spend the money on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in reference to the coal shed, it is just behind us here, and it does have a lock-off camera on it. But I think we'll come back to that because one certain individual of the team might spend a little bit of time alone locked in the coal shed. Don't know who that might be tonight, but Chris. Yeah, so I think we'll carry on exploring the rest of the house and we'll go through into the hallway and maybe do a little bit on the stairs.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so just as we're moving through now, we are just right at the bottom of the infamous stairs. Now this is probably one of our better spots purely because of how well we have covered that's the whole stairs and the landing, so fingers crossed that we will. That pays the benefit basically. But I think maybe he's doing sort of something similar as we were doing in there. Maybe just calling out a little bit and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we've moved through into the hall now. We heard you make a few noises earlier on. Maybe you can do that again for us. Let us know where you are.
What's he like shuffling then? Got like a perfect shot of you on the back of your head in that minute, and I swear if your reflection just turns around now, like looks at you, I'm gone. Like looks at you, I'm gone. Like looks at you, I'm gone.
Like that. Now if it turns back around and looks at you, stranger things have happened in mirrors in here, mate.
That's why I thought I'd pan it over sort of like that, and then thought actually it makes quite a decent shot that, and I can sort of see up the stairs as well.
I think what we'll try, guys, I think we'll try an EVP. So if there is anyone here in the hallway with us, Can you come forward and tell us your name? Fred, are you here? Is there anybody else here who maybe died in this house? So if there is anyone here in the hallway with us, can you come forward and tell us your name? Fred, are you here? Is there anybody else here who maybe died in this house?
Like a little tap though, wasn't it? I thought you were. That was the point that you finished the DVP session. That's why.
What I was thinking. That's what I thought. Yeah. But it was there was a tap. Okay, well let's try another one then. Is there someone stood in front of us on the stairs? If you come towards my voice, we'll be able to hear yours if you just want to say hello. Do you like us being here? Is there someone stood in front of us on the stairs? If you come towards my voice, we'll be able to hear yours if you just want to say hello. Do you like us being here? That's weird.
That's you finishing, but again there was another like dump on it, wasn't there?
It's strange how even the EVPs taps.
Yeah.
There's a lot of audible taps. Okay, we're going to walk up now. Oh, cat balls flashing up here on the bed, mate.
Is there?
Yeah.
Right, so that's where. Which bed?
If you put the camera straight over
Oh,
there.
yeah, I've got it. Oh, just caught the back end of it, yeah. Probably should have moved quicker, shouldn't I?
Oh, no,
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, chill, isn't it?
I know.
It's great though, because I mean, I did say that if you could just stand there for us. Sorry, I mean, just in case that does go again. I mean, they did say about trying to give us some sort of sign to either welcome us or equally warn us. And we, thank you. Oh, we did have one, didn't we, in the room behind that went off before.
And that cat ball's been in that one place all day. I mean, since we came here and we set equipment up. Thank you.
Now it's decided to play.
I guess we're going in here then.
It looks that way.
Okay. Hi.
I'm assuming that REM pod must be on the floor. Oh, will you put it in there, have you?
Yeah.
I can't see none.
Again, we've introduced ourselves earlier on, but again, my name's Chris.
I'm Adam. Thank you for interacting with the equipment.
Thank you.
We do have another one of those in the room, on the dresser. You'd like maybe to go and touch that one as well, just to let us know that you're here. You maybe try and roll that ball off the bed.
It suddenly feels heavy, isn't it? I'm being a proper drama queen tonight, guys. I know that, and I apologise, but it's... I don't know, it's strange. Right, okay, so I'm going to sit down here.
Not on the bed, no.
Well, if I sit here, I can't be accused of manipulating that. Oh. I've got to say though, sitting here and it's pitch black, the cat ball's flashing, and it's lighting up these dolls on the side here, and the only thing that's flashing, that's lighting up the dolls is that. But
Can you maybe try and do something else to show us that you're here? Thank you for interacting with the equipment that's on the bed. Oh my god, ooh, wow. Oh my god, ooh, wow, okay, thank you. That was a brilliant light anomaly. I mean, again, you could argue it was dust, but on cue. Thank you. It literally moved to where that cat ball was and then towards the camera. And it was big.
Towards the camera and not towards me.
It was big and bright as well. Obviously, again, just let us know what could be dust, or let us know what you think in the comments to that. Well, clearly someone thinks it's them showing themselves. Thank you.
It's heavy in here. I know we said that the second we walked into the building. Did something happen to you in this room? Can you show yourself in this mirror? Come on, please, if you can, please show yourself. Whatever way you can. A face, a light, a mist, a flash of light. I swear to God, if one of these dolls moves. again. That stopped.
Yeah.
Have you walked into one of the other rooms? Maybe you can make a noise where you are now.
You really?
Yeah, but I don't want to say, but I thought that doll moved in the corner.
I mean, it sounded like it came from the corner, but it was like a dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm moving on the chair there now, but I wasn't moving, and I swear to God, out the corner of my eye, it looked like that doll that stood up in the corner just moved slightly. See, that's why you don't have a room full of dolls. That's so strange that stopped after going on for so long. It's like it's called us into this room for whatever reason, which again is another good thing that we've literally got everywhere covered in this house. There's only the kitchen, we haven't got anything running.
Again, I mean, I still think if you look at like what just happened there with the, you know, I think with the light anomaly, since then it's sort of like flatlined. You think how much energy that was sort of take to sort of maybe try and show yourself as an apparition possibly. That's kind of just gone like whoop, boom, and flat. Obviously we did have a few taps and that there before, but yeah, I don't know, maybe going back out onto the landing, calling out and seeing again, is there a different room sort of maybe to go in next? Or?
I think I'm going to move, there's a cat ball on here in front of the K2. It is a... So I'm going to move this cat ball. I'm just going to put a torch on. This...
Can you go on a hand? If you turn a hand.
Oh, mate, don't say that.
That'd be brilliant. Look at that. Oh, you can get a hand and holding the cat ball, that'll be a belt of that.
Sorry, can you just help me out here, girl?
What if she says yes?
Alright, we'll have to put it there
There we
instead
go.
then. The hand won't turn, guys, but that would have been good. But yeah, thank you if it was you that moved, or anyone who's attached to that doll.
Right, okay, so not too sure if you are in here or if anybody is in here. But
Do you want to grab that torch, mate? Just so I can sit down. I'll even sit by the door because it gets a better shot of you.
how do you feel here next to the door?
Shite, to be perfectly honest. If I just flick that round, guys, you'll see the top of the stairs.
You won't be getting up quick either if something happens.
I know. So something comes rolling along that landing. Oh,
There you go.
thank you.
Okay. So is that your way of telling us that you're in the room with us now? If it is, we don't mean you any harm or any disrespect. We're just here for a conversation with you. Is perhaps your bedroom? Oh, cat balls flashing.
In
I don't know, it's flashing somewhere. On the bed. Just caught the back end of it.
so it's just moving from room to room.
Yeah. Thank you. Have you gone back in there now? If you have, maybe you can give us some sort of sign just to let us know that you are in that room and you would like us to come back. Oh, I don't know. Oh, bloody wrist. As I panned back into that room, then it did look like a possible light anomaly, maybe. Okay, well, if you do want us to come in there, maybe you could give us some sort of sign to let us know that you do want us back in. But for now, we're just going to spend a little bit of time in here.
Watch my feet there, mate. Okay. Oh, me, Adam.
Mate.
Now.
Just keep you on your toes, mate.
I'm just sitting here and 6 o'clock in the morning, and I apologise for my language, guys, but it's had me on edge for the last hour, and yeah. Oof. Even then, when you went out and left me in here on my own and no light source whatsoever, you just see shadows that aren't there. I didn't see shadows, but your brain's thinking, what's that over there? Cat ball again.
I'm just more intrigued to see if it was on the bed or next to the doll.
Right, I'm moving this one. I think we need another one. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, it's on the bed. Thank you. Maybe you can come out of that room. Maybe you can come into the hallway. Maybe can you show yourself as a light and come through into the hallway? Battery's gone on that, and that was a full battery as well.
Has it?
Yeah, I charged that. I don't even use it, I only turn it on when I get to the location.
So that's drained quickly then. Actually gone off now.
Right, let's use this one then. I mean, maybe because we're at a bit of a safer distance, you can maybe try and communicate that a little bit better with us. You try and give us your name.
See, something moved across them, but I would put that one down as dust.
Right.
But that would be the first one I've seen that I would say moved in the same way.
Prisoner.
Camera.
Which one was that?
I don't know, I think it might have been. It's the stairway. Right.
But that would be the first one I've seen that I would say moved in the same way.
Prisoner.
Camera.
Which one was that?
I don't know, I think it might have been. It's the stairway. That one.
That had loads on it.
I know. That was the first one. Okay.
Okay, so another camera's just gone. That cat ball's still going off in there. We're having battery drains left, right and centre.
It shouldn't happen, obviously.
Exactly.
The phone just realised the battery had gone on that. And
Yeah. Right, okay, well I'm going to pass the camera
It's
to...
very lonely here.
Well, that's why we've come to keep you company.
What's that other one got left on it? Because that had, I think it was 2 bars had gone on it. That just gone?
Literally, I've just walked downstairs, the other one's just gone.
What's that other one got left on it? Because that had, I think it was... That's took some hit, that.
Yeah.
We were only down there like 15 minutes ago when you were sound.
You know.
Right, well...
Another battery change.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I was about to say, well, typically we're going to have to pause now because we've got 2 cameras to sort out. And yeah, someone clearly doesn't want us to pause because you're still setting that cat wall off in there. But yeah, can you just hang fire for us whilst... I'll tell you what, I might leave this camera in that 14. That's quite interesting. Wasn't the... A girl was 13, wasn't she? Possibly, or could have been 14 at that time. Oh, my God. I'm going to break these cat balls.
Right, so... That one's recording again.
In typical Haunted Scouse style, yeah, we came so equipped tonight with batteries and all kinds to make sure, because we've come a long way, and typically it's hook on P-tong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's just getting drained. We can't charge things quick enough. We've had to knock 2 of the lock-offs off because just to try and save on batteries. It's you just couldn't write it, could you?
Literally everything's just switching itself off. We've got a fear that... I've got a big fear that we might have lost a little bit of footage, and if we have, so be it. That's where this one is the one we're going to look after all night. Because if we end up with one camera, then we've got an episode. If not, thanks for watching the Halloween special, and if you want to see a longer version, we will be by the time this finishes with stress. But yeah, I mean, strangely enough, when we did the RAM last year for the Halloween special, it was memory cards.
Yeah.
We had battery drainage, but we had memory cards that were just getting spat out. But yeah, it's happening again.
Yeah, so we'll have to get back into investigation mode now. Right, okay. So we've still got activity in here. Is there anywhere else in the house that, or is there anybody else in the house? Thank you. Maybe you could indicate how many. Maybe you could indicate how many. Spirits, or how many people there are here.
She died.
Okay. Where did she die? I think we should try moving out this room again, like we did before.
The spirits talking about now, or?
I like to play games.
Right, okay, yeah. Or like,
fine. Please come and
what's your
play.
favourite game? Drain the battery.
Please come and play with some of the equipment, or there are some toys in this room. You do want to play with them. Come back in. Yeah. It's dark in here, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Maybe try and show yourself to us.
Beatrice.
Yeah, you said about the name, to be honest. That was the last thing that came out.
She died.
She died, and he said who?
Yeah.
Where, possibly. Most of the names that have come up at Spirit Talker at tonight have been female names.
Yeah.
So these people that were killed, possibly murdered near here. Are you somewhere here, Fred? If you are, can you come into the room now? Maybe try and close one of the doors. Or bang on something.
It's very lonely here.
It's twice, not really.
I was going to say, didn't we get that before? Yeah.
One of the first things out. If there's any children here,
Knock.
Knock. Okay.
you trying to make a knocking noise, or maybe you can copy me.
Kid.
Kid. Say there's any children here, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a strange sort of half an hour, hasn't it? It's sort of built up and built up and built up, and then we've been sort of here, there, and everywhere. I had to change camera equipment and do this and do that, and it's kind of just broken up the investigation. So I think, as you said, maybe just taking a bit of a breather, step back, bit of a recharge, reset, and come back at it maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, I mean, we exactly, and concentrate. We did this at the Ram, which is another kind of place where we had all night, and rather than try and go at it for a solid 6 or 7 hours, it drains you. It really does. It really does make you tired. And I think we could do with a little break of maybe a bit of fresh air at the front door and a cup of tea, and then go back again in half an hour's time, because it's coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning and we're here all night.
Yeah, I think maybe doing that, and then trying to challenge yourself a bit, and maybe even one of us in this room, one of us in that room, and even with just a camera each, and just sort of calling out and seeing what happens, and fingers crossed maybe splitting up a little bit might heighten the...
Exactly. And we've still got to do an Estes method as well. I forget whose turn it is for that. But yeah, it's time for a brew.
Let's go. Now, is it worth moving that one up or down, 1 or 2, or...?
I think it's just a case of you leave it, and if all happens on the stairs, then Haunted Scouse came to the ancient round, 30 East Drive, and caught all on the stairs. It's just the way it goes. Oh, me. Right, so I'll see you in a bit, mate.
Goodbye.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Right, so we've had a little break, had a little brew, had a little sit down, and then thought, right, sort of what's going to be the next kind of plan of attack for this Halloween special. And yeah, this is the part that you probably all love and we hate. and that's solos. So he decided that Chris is going to sit in the living room first, because he had quite a lot of activity in there when we first started, and I'd try and tackle the stairs and upstairs and sort of see what's what. So yeah, let's get up there and let's see what we can find. Right, okay, so I'm going to come upstairs now. So if there is a particular room that you want me to come in when I'm up there, can you please light something up or make a noise? So maybe when I'm at the top of the stairs, I'll see what room I need to go in. I'm just going to put that on for now because there's a lot of kit on the stairs. Just a squeaky mouse. Alright. Okay.
Right guys, so it's now 1:30 in the morning and we've decided to split up. Adam's gone upstairs to brave it alone up there, and I've decided to stay in the living room. Now I've got the Bible next to me with a cat ball on it, and you can see here I've got the plasma ball, and over here I've got a REM pod. Now if anything sets off the plasma ball, you can see it also sends the energy into the air to set off the REM pod. So we could get a dual energy surge here. What I'm also going to do is run ghost hunting tools because it's a nice silent app. That's Adam. At least I hope that's Adam.
There's a lot of objects on the floor that you can go and stand near. I think I'm going to start in here. Ooh. Right. Right, I'm going to start in here. Okay. I've got K2 there as well. Let's pop that there. Oh, right. Again, I probably should sit on the bed, but
it's a very heavy feeling down here, guys. And in fact, the whole house feels that way. We needed that break before just to recharge and just recharge basically, because it's drained the batteries, it's drained us. It's a very oppressive building, this. It's a very oppressive house. Can you come through and join me, please?
again, I think this is going to be the waiting game now. Now we sort of stopped and started again. I think it's going to take a while to build up. But yeah, who'd have thought it'd be sat on the floor at East Drive on my own, one of the most haunted houses in the UK. It's supposedly one of the most haunted almost active poltergeists in the UK as well, if not the world. And yeah, Fred, if you are listening, I am talking about you. Do you want to make yourself known to me, or indeed to anyone, even Chris downstairs? Perhaps you can give me some sort of sign now that you can hear me.
Did I just hear you? It's so strange. It's all night since we arrived, I felt like there's just been an intense pressure in my head. Hi. Don't be afraid to show yourself. I did see you then. It's just said help. What do you need help with? That was a noise there by that door. Did you just come in? See, that's Adam moving up there now. That wasn't, that was there. It's very quiet. Just don't know if this is like the calm before the storm. I'm going to run on the digital recorder in the first bedroom, just at the top of the stairs. And let's see if we can get any response. I'm calling out to any spirits here at East Drive. Can you come forward and maybe come and speak to me? Come into this room and tell me something. I'll call out to a particular spirit. Fred, if you are here, can you come and do something now and let me know that you are? If there are any murderers here, can you come and speak to me? Or are you too afraid? Are you hiding in the shadows?
just stopped on that. There was definitely a knock behind the camera there in the corner. Wonder if this might have picked it up. Let's see.
Call out to any spirits here at East Drive. Can you come forward and maybe come and speak to me? Come into this room and tell me something. I'll call out to a particular spirit, Fred. If you are here, can you come and do something now and let me know that you are? If there are any murderers here, can you come and speak to me? Or are you too afraid? You're hiding in the shadows.
I think very, very slightly the tap was picked up on the digital recorder, but the camera audio is obviously a little bit further. It was definitely from. Just turn this round. Oh crap! There, basically, and just obviously, as I said, that bloody thing would go off as well. But yeah, it was definitely from there. But it obviously wasn't as clear as that. It was just a little ting. But equally again now, maybe that's just sort of debunked it because it might have been that system trying to kick in. Who knows? But yeah, I think maybe we'll move through into the other room.
There's a part of you that just wants to lay down on the sofa and go to sleep, but we've still got so much more to do. It just drains you.
Chris,
Yeah?
you're still down there, aren't you?
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. No, I just thought I heard something down near the stairs.
I haven't moved out the chair, mate.
Okay, interesting. Okay, let's go on in here. Let's. I'll tell you what. Let's come and sit over here. Let's see. No, I can hear him quite clearly now. Right. So, if there is anybody in this room with me now, can you maybe try and make yourself known? I'm going to flip this round actually, because you don't want to be looking at me. You maybe try and show yourself as a light. You did so before, and I thank you for that. Can you maybe try and do it again? Maybe you can walk towards me and make a tap on something or bang on something. Or light up one of the objects. It'll let me know where you are. I think a lot of people don't believe that you're here, and this is why we're here tonight. We're trying to prove to people that there is something to this house, that you do exist. If you would like to maybe try and show us something that will help prove to people that you are here, can you maybe try and do it now for me? Maybe try and move something or tap on something. Maybe close the door. Imagine that doll just moves now. I'd say I'd run, but I mean if it moved and fell, I'd have to flip over it and maybe try and move that doll in the corner.
Trigger. Well, that's what we call these things. We call them trigger objects. Maybe you've heard that word from other people who have been here. They're to help you let us know where you are. No. So you're not going to help me by triggering any of the objects. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to. And I apologise, I ask so much of you.
I think this is one of these locations where you do just need to sort of sit and listen. I'm withholding the urge to put apps on purely because I think just sitting in the dark quietly and hoping and praying that something will happen is much more intense than waiting for sort of like a name or whatever to sort of spew out of an app. So since we've been here, we've heard a lot sort of audible sounds from all around the house, so I'm hoping that now I'm sort of on my own, it will again sort of intensify, maybe a little bit closer to me now I'm sort of one-on-one. But yeah, it is a little bit quiet up here at the minute, maybe too quiet. Right, at least I'm in shot there and I'm in shot here now, so I can juggle that. If there is anybody here now, either in this room or on the landing, can you make yourself known to me, please? Maybe by knocking on something or tapping on something. Thank you. Maybe come sit next to me. I don't mean any harm. Just looking for somebody to talk to. Did anything happen to you? Maybe when you were a child? Thank you. You perhaps maybe lose your life? Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry to hear that. Was your life taken from you? Well, thank you. And again, every time I keep forgetting, I put my hands there and then there's great flashes on the K2. I have to move a little bit this way. Maybe try and do that again for me just so that camera can see. Thank you. I mean, it's probably just me moving. Even to the point of, you know, the stories about Fred and the Black Monk and the things that he supposedly did and what he did do. Maybe, I mean, if there was, if one of us was female, maybe it would react a little bit more to that. Maybe two males in the house, it just sort of doesn't give off the right kind of vibe or energy. Who knows?
It's strange, it seems to have gone quite still in this room now, guys. I mean, when we first started in here, we had a flurry of activity. And now, you know, we've got all the equipment in here to push the energy, but nothing. I genuinely think, guys, for this bit, I genuinely think it's just gone a little bit flat downstairs. I think maybe for the next section, maybe if I join Adam upstairs and we could do an Estes method. Yeah, that could just be what we need to just freshen things up a bit.
You alright?
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, flat as down here.
Yeah, same here, mate.
Right, guys, so I've come upstairs now. Seems to have gone a bit flat downstairs, and sometimes when we leave the areas alone for a while, it charges back up. So I think now is a great time to do the Estes method, and it's my turn, unfortunately. So Adam's still next door in the small bedroom. I've come up here where we had the cat ball going off on the bed and surrounded by the dolls. So it's yeah, it's time to put the blindfold on and yeah, here we go. Right, I'm turning the volume up now, mate.
Okay.
Wake up.
Okay. Can you maybe try and tell Chris your name?
Fearsome.
Might be fearsome. But obviously you don't scare myself or Chris. You maybe try and give us your name first of all, please.
Please touch him.
You do want to touch Chris, please crack on. Maybe touch his maybe just tap it very, very lightly.
Daddy.
Is this a child? Maybe it's a child that I was talking to in here. Could you give us your name?
Speak up.
I want to speak up because if I speak too loudly you'll think Chris will be able to hear me. So I just speak just loud enough.
Who is he?
Oh, that's Chris, who's in that room, and obviously I'm Adam. We're just here to have a conversation with you. You maybe tell Chris what's in the...
Widowed.
Could you tell Chris what's in the room with him?
A little child.
Cool. Okay. Perhaps you can make yourself known to Chris. Maybe you can go and touch him on his leg.
He hung.
You talking about the other person who's...
Lost his life.
Are you talking about the other person who's here? Maybe you could give us his name.
He's walking with me.
So does he follow you around? Is he good or bad?
I felt like someone touched me on my shoulder then.
If that was you, can you do it again? Maybe go and touch Chris slightly. Maybe on his leg.
William.
Is that his name? The one who follows you? Could you maybe tell us how old you are?
He sees you. And like a very deep male voice, but I couldn't make out what it was saying. Be careful now. And do not, but I couldn't tell what it said.
It does seem to be possibly the child or the more protective spirit that we're talking to.
He's coming up.
Could you maybe try and tell us who?
Kids.
Maybe try and tell us how many children there are. Or maybe how old they are.
Heart stopped here.
And so, did somebody die here?
Heart.
And someone perhaps had a heart attack, maybe?
Someone's been doing something.
You try and make that clearer.
You two.
That was nice. And clearly we're speaking to not the protective spirit now. Maybe you could give us your name?
I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of? Is there somebody you're afraid of? Is it a person?
I make people. We'll laugh, they'll see. Can't sleep.
Bear.
It sounded like it said, "F with these now, Fred." But it was a young man's voice.
Okay, well we're ready for that.
Cowards.
You're not talking about us. Can you see us?
It's never enough.
Yeah, well I can imagine the people coming here every night and
What's the matter?
nothing. I mean, I imagine that coming here every night.
He drank the milk, it gave him something.
I mean, I imagine people coming here all the time asking you to do things. It must frustrate you. So I get maybe why you don't want to maybe show yourself or talk to us.
It's your choice.
Well, we choose to. We'd love to see you. We choose yes. Come and show yourself to us. Come and talk to us.
You'll never get away with it. As a female voice.
Maybe tap or touch Chris again. You try and touch him on his.
Let's have a conversation.
That's why we're here. Maybe you can try and tell us your name or a year that you were here.
I apologise, but sounded like an old man said, because I'm just a
Obviously we can't use that.
his chair. Tell Julie about it.
Julie. That's something to do with downstairs in the lounge, maybe.
Chris. Understand me. Wow. Female saying something about the room with the very long cord on the wall.
That's the room he's in, isn't it? Actually. What about the room?
Climb up. Haha.
What about that room with the long cord on?
Shock him. Bad.
Maybe you could do that to Chris.
Kick him.
Again, maybe you could do that to Chris.
I am the something. Oh, look. Oh. Again, same old man saying, I will bleep this, guys. It's very gravelly old voice.
Clearly he's talking to Chris there.
Something keeps touching me on the top of the head.
Head. Did.
Burnt up. Get out. I've turned it off, mate.
How'd you find that?
Oh, there was a horrible, like, a horrible old man voice kept coming through. And again, guys, I apologise for the language. It's literally, I was only saying it exactly how it came through, but this really gravelly old man voice, yeah, just really gruff and, yeah.
Mm.
But then it was only after it said that there was a female came through and said the room with the really long cord in it, and it's next to you.
Yeah. Obviously when you said that I was like, oh, I wonder what room that is, and then I realised, obviously we spotted it on camera.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It was only after it said it that it was clear as anything, a full sentence, the room with the really long cord in it.
Oh, why behind?
Yeah, it goes
Yeah,
up to there. Yeah.
And a couple of times I felt like someone actually touched me proper bald spot at the back of my head.
Well, I asked first for your right leg, and then I think about a minute or two later you said about your shoulder.
Yeah, my right shoulder.
Yeah, and then obviously I left it like, you know, a couple of minutes, and then I said, my words were, can you touch Chris on the, and then I went, I didn't actually say the word, I pointed to it, and then it must have been about 4 or 5 minutes later, you said about your head.
Twice I got touched on the head, because it might coincide, because I got touched on the head before I actually said. It was the second time when I said something keeps touching me on the head, but it was a minute or two before when it first happened. Clear as anything, just felt like someone just put the fingers on my head. Not even that mirror seems to be a bit steamed up now. Oh, that gravelly voice though, horrible. Proper gravelly old man, like you wouldn't want to meet.
Why'd they go for a break?
We now headed downstairs to have one last break and a cuppa. However, 30 East Drive was about to come to life once more and remind us that there's no rest for a paranormal investigator.
Hang on.
Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Yeah, it's the one in the bedroom.
Where do you reckon you put them keys then?
Not bad. I'm just hearing things.
I can hear something.
What was that?
No?
Oh no, it's a red pot. Oh, that's along the stairs. It's proximity. Green. Obviously picking that up, but look, it's green. Oh, orange.
Orange. Wow, hello. Cups down like that for a minute.
And it's green as well. Christ. Bloody hell. That's orange. Thank you. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you. Proximity. Green. this green as well. Nice. Yeah. That's orange. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Thank you. If that is you, can you try and do that again for us, please? Now you've got our attention.
Thank you so much.
It's probably like some of the best rainbow activity with that as well. Yeah, again, least
Ramping up, yeah.
least expecting it. That's got a fresh barrier in it. Don't even know if that could be the new one.
They always get fresh batteries straight off.
Can you maybe try and stand near that device again for us, please?
Have you gone back up to one of the rooms?
It's on now, isn't it? I'm sure left a little red light on it.
Any lights on it now?
No.
You drained it completely.
I'll have to go and check it out, so. Completely. And that's a fresh battery.
Wow, it was. Always is. Right, let me get another battery then.
Yeah. I mean, that was proximity, that
Yeah.
one.
That was massive and it was different colours. Back where it was. What step was it on?
The third from top, I think.
This one.
Up one more, I think. Yeah, up one more. Or maybe it was down there.
I think it was lower, wasn't it?
Again, it's when you're least expecting it, isn't it? You just kind of just switch off and you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Ignore it and
Glad I wasn't sat on the stairs or that, no.
I feel for you. Both rampods been going off the sits there. You've got to go back up there.
I mean, out of interest, just to test that shot, when it comes to it. Oh fuck, mate, just sat on a cat ball. Ouchie. Right, so I'm going back up there, aren't I?
As we were preparing to set up the last hour of the investigation, the stairs of 30 East Drive were about to come alive with a massive surge of energy.
Stairs. That was the stairs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hello again. Which I'm put down there.
I don't know. Where is it?
Hello again.
We've never had this happen before when an IR light has gone as bright as this one did. Was there something stood at the bottom of the stairs that neither of us could see?
Which I'm put down there. Can't see things put them next to that room. Right guys, so we've just had a little break and ran out here because that REM pod has been going off for proximity on the stairs. So massive old set of keys that were discovered after coming flying out one of the fireplaces many a year back. So we figured these are part of East Drive and the history of it. So we're going to place these next to the REM pod and hope that they can trigger some more interaction from the spirits. So you may recognise these keys. If you do, then please go near and see if you can pick them up.
At this exact moment upstairs, watch closely as a figure appears to move from right to left in between the chair and the mirror.
See if you can pick them up. Two REM pods going off. Whoa, okay. So you do recognise the keys then? That's two REM pods going off. Whoa, okay. So you do recognise the keys then?
Tapping on the stairs.
Yeah.
Something like before I went tap, 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 and then walk, 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 and then
Yeah. See, I know that we discussed me going up and you staying down, but do you think it's kind of leading us back up?
I think so.
Rather than waste our time with one of us up there and one sitting in there, call that one.
I think purely the other one is back up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yet again, trying to have a little break and everything's just going off and there you go, perfect timing.
Again.
Clearly there is a lot of activity on these stairs and mainly back upstairs again now, and when we've just been moving round, again cameras have been going off, batteries need changing, so we've done that yet again, but
these stairs seem to have come alive, haven't they? Over
Yeah,
the last
we've
20
literally
minutes.
just been having the conversation. It's about 3:30 in the morning now, guys, and we literally have just said it's the witching hour, and let's give it one last go after the cuppa and one last hour of seeing what we can capture. Didn't even finish our cuppa. Yeah, so we're gonna get straight back to it.
Let's go.
So if you are still here on the stairs or in the bedroom, can you make a noise to let us know where you are? Can you go towards one of the objects to let us know where you are? There's a set of keys on the stairs. Do you recognise them? They were found here. If they are yours, you can pick them up, feel free, and take them back. Should we just go?
No.
Strange. If they are yours, you can pick them up, feel free, and take them back. Should we just go?
No.
Strange. That's what I heard. It was like a...
I don't think it. Well, no, it wouldn't have. If not, if you were talking.
Yeah, it'll be on there.
I mean, again, no, in our luck, it's just because now we're ready and we're asking for it. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's sort of when you ignore it and you least expect it, it'll.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is how it always happens. So guys, I think what we'll do, there's so much going on that's leading us back up the stairs, but we brought the music box with us, and given that there's meant to be spirits of children here, we thought in this last hour of the investigation, we'll play the music, place it on the stairs, and then we'll carry on upstairs, let the music play out, and see if that builds up any extra energy. So, do you want me to go first, mate?
Can do.
Okay, so if there's any spirits here, more so children's spirits, I'm going to open up this box and it's going to play some music. So feel free to go near it. If you don't like the music, close the lid over. Okay, we're going to come up now. Hi again. If you do like that music, you can go towards it. Equally, if you don't like the music, okay, maybe you do.
Or maybe you don't.
Yeah. And if you don't like the music, close the lid over. The music will stop. If you have the energy, maybe you're in here. There's a device here.
Which one's that? stairs again.
That was me.
Come on, this is your last chance now to let us know that you're here. We can't stay much longer. But we do thank you for letting us know that you are here. We know it takes a lot of energy.
It's strange when the minute you come back up here and it is kind of enticing you back up, and then it's like, right, we're up here, let's see what there is, and then it's just,
Yeah.
If you're on the stairs, maybe you can set the device off again for us, please, just to let us know that you're still here.
maybe try and walk down the stairs or up the stairs. Again, you're just sort of hanging around waiting for it. It just doesn't happen, does it?
I know.
Like trying your best to ignore it, but not ignore it. What was that? Got the K2 still here. Thank you.
Can you move those keys? Do you have the energy?
Come on, Fred, if this is you. No, you can be quite active on the stairs. Can you maybe try and walk up them now? Maybe try and make a noise. Oh, me.
What?
No. This is massive, like. No. I mean, again, this is probably just like pareidolia because of the thing on the bottom there. But I know that's like the thing on the bottom of a table and that. But like, doesn't that look like something's fallen there to like walking up the stairs?
Yeah.
But I know like that's the way the table is, that is whatever the white thing is on, but Doesn't half look like something is there.
Yeah, it does.
At the bottom,
It's
walking
different,
up.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
What you got that? That one doesn't look as.
But it's something's lighting up.
Yeah.
Oh, so what would that light be? That's the thing, that light's reflecting off. That's reflecting off something, so it does look like something is.
Mm.
If you go through 1, 2,
Well,
3,
That's not reflecting off anything.
but it's like it's starting to manifest.
Yeah, that was the first one.
So I don't think the camera will actually pick it up, but no, camera's not picking it up, guys, but
Just if we put it in.
I will drop all 3 of those pictures in consecutive order right now.
Weird that, because I never captured anything,
But one by one, there's more of a manifestation, and that's like an energy.
Mm.
So it's like it's reflecting that on the stairs.
Strange. Strange. I mean, again, it's, I don't know. There's a lot of people have caught images on the stairs. Hence why I just thought to take the picture, purely because we've had the REM pod going off.
Yeah.
And, not saying it is paranormal. Not saying that it couldn't be something else, but looks quite strange, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, definitely. I mean that mist seems to be reflecting the light off the REM pod on the stairs, and then in the latter photographs it's not there, and neither is the red light. So it's reflecting off something. So what is it that it's reflecting off? You know, as we always say, guys, drop a comment now and let us know what you think. Strange, it's just gone again. One last big ball of energy, and I mean, curiously, maybe the music's just
Drained it.
just calmed everything down, and it's had the opposite effect to what that music box usually has. And now it's getting to the point where we're actually hearing the REM pods going off and they're not. So guys, I mean, we've still got to pack all the gear away, but the birds are singing outside, and that seems to signal a peace has come over.
Yeah, I think it's slowly met its kind of natural end to the Halloween special. The sun's up. As Chris said. Or maybe it's not. Maybe someone wants us to stay for that a little bit longer. Stairs.
Yeah. Thank you. It's always the way. Do you know what it's like, guys? Because we're so popular, it's like when you try and leave a party and everyone wants to say ta-ra to you, and your taxi's outside, and it takes an hour to once you put your coat on. Wow, guys, the Halloween special from 30 East Drive, bucket list ticked off, and in true Haunted Scouse fashion, this was a night where once again we had to be very, very patient.
And I think in true Haunted Scouse fashion, there's never a Halloween special that runs smoothly. We've had the camera malfunctions. It's been batteries this year. It was SD cards last year. So yeah, we've had to be the spirits of things. We've had to be patient with us as well. Whilst we've been sorting cameras and things out. But I know people say about East Drive and what it's become a bit of a tourist attraction, a bit of a fanfare, but we had to sort of experience it for ourselves and give it the Haunted Scouse treatment, and we're just the two of us here for the entire night. I think it has really sort of revved up in parts, and it started off absolutely fantastic, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen guys, right from the start, I don't even think we were planning to start in this room, but we switched the camera on to go, and the activity was in here. We had, you know, the REM pod activity, the cat ball activity, the K2, and, you know, a lot of it around this Bible that's next to us as well.
Yeah, I think the place did not disappoint in terms of audible noises. I think there's only been one or two locations we've been at where clearly with your own ears you've heard a lot of noise, and I think here has been one of the locations for me anyway that I've heard several different taps and bangs and sounds that have definitely come from inside the building, as well as REM pods going off in the background there, which we'll leave that in because
the lock-off's still on, so we'll drop it in.
As I was going to say, and build up to, I mean, the activity on the stairs around the REM pod when we thought it was going a little bit flat and it was sort of, you know, just petering out, it absolutely exploded into life again, didn't it?
Exactly. Every time we thought, it's just starting to ebb away and settle down, and we've made that mistake of saying, right, okay, you know, it's maybe we'll have a break. And I think it's waited till we've had a break and the spirits have kind of gone, listen, come on, you know, we need you back. But then the minute they draw you back, they kind of just stop again.
Yeah. But I mean, as we always say, it's thanks to you guys and your support that have getting us into places like this. And you know, we started with Walton Hall, and then we moved to the Ancient Ram, and now here. We're just really going to have a very long think about where the next Halloween special is going to be. And I mean, if you've got any ideas, please drop them in the comments below.
Yeah, exactly. As Adam said, your support with attending the events, channel memberships and donations mean that we can pick and choose where we go. Yeah. And it's going to take some beating this, because we've kind of built up over the last 3 years with the Halloween specials for you guys. And I think for 2024, we're going to have to get our thinking caps on and really come up with something. So if you do have any suggestions where you want us to go it alone, drop it in the comments and we'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah, and as always guys, please, if you haven't already, smash that thumbs up button and make sure you leave a comment after the episode and tell us, you know, what you liked, maybe what we missed, or equally, where can we go next to make it even better. But you know, we're drawing close now to the end of 2023 and on to 2024, and it's onwards and upwards, isn't it?
It is. I mean, we've still got some brilliant locations to go this year for events, and we'll see some of you guys on there. But I think for the 2023 Halloween special from 30 East Drive, it's time to go home because we're tired.
Most definitely, yeah. And again, thanks for sitting out and enjoying yet another Halloween with just two guys from Liverpool, and yeah, who knows what's to come as more REM pod activity happens. So yeah, we're gonna go and check that out, but we need to get going. So we'll, as always, see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Haunted Scouse.